I have worked as a salesman of running shoes for many years now, and there is one shoe which basically sells itself. No, seriously. This particular model has been around for over 2 decades, precisely 26 years of development and innovation, and from a brand who every runner around the globe is well aware of. If you are new to this model, it's extremely important to know that the Gel Nimbus 1 from Asics first saw the streets in the late 90s, and the neutral, high-cushioned running shoe category was born. Fast forward to 2024, we have the 26th version of the Nimbus, and in a couple of minutes, you will definitely know if this is going to be your next purchase of footwear or not. But first, we would love for you to be a part of our running community. Click that beautiful button under this video and turn the notifications on in order to get weekly updates from exciting new running gear to life-changing tips to make running easier and much more enjoyable every single time. Now, what did I mean by the Nimbus basically sells itself? Well, imagine you walk into a store, you get 3 different models to try and compare to each other. The first thing you notice when you slide your feet into the Nimbus 26 is an almost perfectly knitted upper. I know, every foot is unique. However, an estimated 4 out of 5 customers will absolutely love the fit. The tongue is also superb. It lacks padding, but it is still very soft and very stretchy. So, after you've enjoyed one of the most comfortable uppers in the game, you tie the laces and stand up. You move around a little and find yourself basically walking on clouds. After you know it, you put the receipt in your wallet with a brand new pair of Nimbuses in the bag. That is how this shoe sells itself, but I know what you really want to know is how it performs in action. But before I tell you about the feel and performance, let me present the specs. The Gel Nimbus 26 weighs in at 304 grams for men and 262 grams for women, which is heavier than the previous version, 25. The midsole stack measures to 42 millimeters under the heel and 34 millimeters at the forefoot, giving the Nimbus 26 a drop of 8 millimeters. I would consider the Nimbus a maxed cushioned shoe due to its 42mm stack in the heel, and it consists of Flyte Foam Blast Plus. We also got the hidden pure gel in the heel, as we witnessed in the Nimbus 25 as well. For the looks, I think the new integrated pure gel gives it a more clean and minimalist design than earlier versions with the gel thing on the outside of the heel. Now, the Flyte Foam Blast Plus in the Nimbus 26 is the eco version, the same as in version 25. However, a higher density in this new version 26 gives the midsole a much firmer sensation than the last one. Last year's model I thought was a little bit too soft, so you won't sink in as much as you would do in version 25. I will save my overall verdict to the end, but I think so far it is a big upgrade with a firmer midsole because it gives you better forward momentum and a snappier feel, especially when you pick up the pace. So when I did my up-tempo runs in these, I enjoyed it a lot more than I did with the Nimbus 25. If we have a look under this shoe, we find that Asics chose to use a thin layer of AHA Plus rubber on the outsole. I think it was a great choice of material. The wear and tear of my shoes are actually quite minimal, which proves its durability to be really good. And if you can make an outsole more durable without making it thicker, that's almost always a good choice. Choosing a thicker outsole often guarantees durability, but can mute the feel of the ride, rendering the shoe somewhat cumbersome for long runs and significantly heavier. The Nimbus 26 has a wider base, which you may have noticed as kind of a trend with these kinds of maxed cushioned shoes on the market right now. This is because it provides more stability and gives you a feeling that you are closer to the ground. Basically, it is designed this way to save your ankles. As I mentioned earlier, this shoe feels a lot snappier and a lot faster than its predecessor. But when you put this shoe on the scale, the numbers are actually higher in this new version. You may or may not feel the gained weight, but it is absolutely on the heavier side compared to other maxed cushioned shoes out there. With all of that said, what is the conclusion? Well, for starters, it fits true to size, and the very comfortable knit upper snugly hugs the foot when you first step into the Nimbus 26. Underfoot, it feels protective due to the high stack. I didn't feel any soreness in my legs and feet for my longer runs, so it is great for recovery days. But it is actually a lot firmer and fun, which makes it a considerable choice for up-tempo runs as well. You could use this as an all-rounder for sure, especially if you suffer from injuries like knee or lower back pain. Though it is faster than its predecessor, there are more all-rounders in the Asics lineup this year that I would prefer, like the Asics Super Blast or the Noosa Tri 15. I am a sucker for speed, as you already know. However, the Nimbus 26 excels on long runs and recovery days. The Nimbus 26 is a great shoe, and it has been that way for years and years now. If you haven't already, you should definitely give this one a try for yourself. If you are like me and like to pick up the pace, there is another top choice to consider. It is a bold one in colors, but the performance? Well, you should watch this video to find out, and I know for a fact that many of us passionate runners will love love this one. Click right here, because then you'll get the full review of one of my favorite all-rounders of 2024.